the Myriad Kingdom War. They choose strong disciples. The next war is in a year, so I want you to join me. Lin Yan was deeply moved. To win there is to be the cream of the crop. It's not guaranteed to be chosen. It's very dangerous. Do you want to go? Yi Li asked. Lin Yan without hesitation said I do, but he had unfinished business. The Yan blood sect, Yin Yang sect, Guiyuan sect, and his father. Yi Li offered royal help. Lin Yan refused. Thank you, but I'll handle it myself. I'll deal with things before leaving. Yi Li was even more impressed with Lin Yan's determination, but she nodded. Shed watches plan against the three major sects. She changed the subject. When will you go to the Yan blood sect? Lin Yan replied, after the alchemist competition. Yi Li was pleased. She knew he'd win. The prize was an ice snow spiritual herb. Lin Yan's eyes widened. That was key to curing Shui Er's condition. Yi Li was surprised by his reaction. Lin Yan took a breath. Just surprised. Yi Li urged him to drink the rest, hoping for a breakthrough. Lin Yan drank it all in one gulp. The powerful energy surged within. He began cultivating. Yi Li, too, began cultivating after drinking her tea. Lin Yan opened his eyes, his cultivation at 6th-star Great Martial Master. He saw Yi Li, about to break into 9-star Great Martial Master. After 2 more hours, Yi Li unleashed a powerful aura. The celestial origin tea had worked. She reached 9-star Great Martial Master. Congratulations, Princess Yi Li. Lin Yan bid farewell, preparing for the competition. Meanwhile, in the Yan blood sect, 3 figures sat before a palace. Guiyuan sect master, Yan blood sect leader, and Yin Yang sect leader. The alchemist competition's month arrived. The sun rose high. The entire Huang city was in a frenzy, all rushing to the competition plaza. Lin Yan and Lu Xian were shocked by the vast crowd. The competition had strict entry rules. Alchemists had a separate entrance where they were checked. Lin Yan spotted many independent platforms. There were at least. That was where alchemists would perform their alchemy. Lin Yan scanned the VIP section, sensing an immensely powerful soul force. He saw a plain-looking old man, easily overlooked in the crowd. Qian Qianxue noted him. That's a 4th-grade heavenly array master. Lin Yan realized who it was, the Zheng Tower Master. 2 figures joined the old man, a middle-aged man and a beautiful woman, attracting all eyes. They were the Emperor Yizhan and Princess Yi Li. Lin Yan observed Yizhan, his aura far stronger than Yi Li and Shizheng Tian. What's his cultivation? 3-star Martial Emperor, Qian Qianxue replied. Lin Yan was stunned. Deep in the palace, there's one stronger, a 5-star Martial Emperor, in closed-door cultivation, she added. He must be from the royal family. Lin Yan wondered, maybe the former emperor. The Zheng Tower Master spoke to Yizhan. You came to watch. Yizhan laughed. If you can, why not me? Yi Li greeted them. The Zheng Tower Master noted her cultivation. 9-star Great Martial Master. You'll surpass us soon, he said. You're getting old. A calm voice interrupted. You two are as lively as ever. The newcomer was Nan Gongcheng, the chief alchemist, a peak 5th-grade alchemist. Nan Gongcheng sat next to Yizhan and the Tower Master, complimenting Yi Li's cultivation. My family Nanfeng Yang is doing quite well, he said. He'll definitely win this. The Tower Master replied, his alchemy is good, but it's not certain. Someone else refined a 3-grade pill with 6 ingredients, and they have a void flame on the earth flame chart. Lin Yan smiled, knowing they spoke of him. The sun broke through the clouds. A resounding bell echoed through the plaza. Nan Gongcheng ascended the platform to announce the competition. Welcome to the Dan Tower Alchemist competition, he said. The top will join the Dan Tower. The top 10 will get high-ranking positions. The winner receives a 7th-grade ice snow spiritual herb. Gasps and excited murmurs filled the plaza. Nan Gongcheng announced, the competition begins. Alchemists, to your platforms. Lin Yan told Lu Xian, let's go, Sister Xian. They reached their platforms. The competition has 2 rounds. The first is refining a 3-grade pill with the highest quality. Fail, and you're out. Nan Gongcheng waved his hand. Thousands of herbs appeared from his storage, appearing before the alchemists. You have hours. The herbs for the mysterious needle pill. The Zheng Tower Master said that Nan Gongcheng always picks difficult challenges. Many people want last. The competition officially began. Lin Yan glanced at Lu Xian, who was now focused on her craft. He shifts his gaze, meeting Duan Jun's eyes. Duan Jun's eyes narrow. He is telling Lin Yan you are dead. Lin Yan smiles indifferently, ignoring him. Duan Jun is furious at being disregarded. Lin Yan spots Nan Gongyang. He is the son of the Pill Tower Master and the most talented young alchemist. He is a level 4 alchemist. His cauldron is the Pure Young Cauldron, ranked 10th on the Earth Fire list. Nan Gongyang senses Lin Yan's gaze and looks back. Nan Gongyang frowns. He senses a dangerous aura from Lin Yan. Not that Lin Yan would attack him, but he senses that Lin Yan is a strong opponent in the competition. Nan Gongyang ignores the crowd, summons his pure yang cauldron, and unleashes his spirit energy. As expected, everyone is excited when Nan Gongyang summons his cauldron. Seeing Nan Gongyang start, Lin Yan summons the Divine Thunder Cauldron. A powerful pressure bursts out. Everyone's attention is drawn to Lin Yan. The crowd starts to murmur. They realize, the one who caused chaos in the chaotic zone is participating in the alchemist competition. In the VIP area, Yizhan looks at Lin Yan, pleased. Suhi laughs. They have heard of Lin Yan. Yi Li smiles. Don't be too surprised yet. There is more. Lin Yan summons the Nihility Black Flame. A powerful heat spreads throughout the plaza. Yizhan's eyes widen. Is he the one Nan Gong said had the Nihility Black Flame? Suhi says, another genius is appearing in our Great Wind Dynasty. Yizhan doesn't understand. Suhi says, Yi Li is also a genius. She has 9-star martial master cultivation at such a young age. She will surpass us old bones soon. Yi Li blushes. Suhi, you're exaggerating. Suhi laughs. No, it's true. Nan Gongyang was focused on his pill, but is distracted by the commotion on Lin Yan's side. His eyes flare with excitement. This is a challenge. He wants to see how good Lin Yan is at alchemy. Nan Gongyang refocuses on his alchemy. Duan Jun is annoyed by the crowd's attention to Lin Yan. He was supposed to be fighting Nan Gongyang for first place. Lin Yan is stealing his spotlight. Lin Yan ignores everyone, looks at the herbs. The Xianjin pill is not simple. He places all the herbs into the Divine Thunder Cauldron. The crowd erupts at Lin Yan putting all the herbs in at once. In the VIP area, Yizhan is surprised. Suhi approves. I like this kid. He is daring. I wonder if he has talent in formation. I want to chat with him. Yi Li says, I saw him make a level 3 formation. Suhi nods. After the competition, I want to talk to him at the Talisman Tower. Yizhan asks, are you asking him to help us in the competition? Suhi laughs. Yes. Lin Yan is manipulating the Divine Thunder Cauldron, refining all the herbs. Nan Gongyang is watching Lin Yan. He is very talented. He could only refine 3 herbs at a time when he was Lin Yan's age. Lin Yan is far better than his younger self. A soft sound comes from the Divine Thunder Cauldron. A clear spirit pill appears. The pill is the Xianjin pill. Lin Yan smiles. Everyone is shocked by Lin Yan's speed. Nan Gongyang is the second to complete the pill. Nan Gongqing says, everyone, stop. Those who failed, leave the stage. Those who succeeded hand their Xianjin pill to Nan Gongqing for inspection. Few are qualified. Only passed. The crowd quietly waits. Lin Yan looks at Lu Xian, who nods. She passed, but it was not easy for her. Nan Gongqing says, the second round is to refine any 4-grade pill. I will rank them, the best will be first. Nan Gongqing brings out a large amount of 4-grade herbs. The crowd is impressed. The pill tower is very rich. Lin Yan doesn't plan on using the provided herbs. He takes out 7 4-grade herbs from his interspatial ring. He will use this opportunity to refine a flowingly pill. Nan Gongqing believes only a few will make a 4-grade pill. Several muffled sounds can be heard from the cauldrons. Nan Gongqing says, those who failed, wait for me to rank you based on how far you got. They will rank the people based on how far they got before failing. This will be used to select the top. Yizhan asks Suhi, who will win? Suhi says, Lin Yan. Yizhan nods. Lin Yan has the Divine Thunder Cauldron and Nihility Black Flame. He is better than Nan Gongyang. If nothing unexpected happens, the first place should be his. Yi Li is staring at Lin Yan, who seems very focused. Another muffled sound. It is from Lu Xian's cauldron. She has failed for the second time. She quickly recovers. She looks at Lin Yan, you must do your best. A commotion breaks out. Look, Duan Jun seems to be finishing. Duan Jun smiles. He is almost done refining his pill. A loud explosion comes from Duan Jun's cauldron. It has been refined. Duan Jun is delighted. He opens his cauldron. The spirit pill is flown out by his soul power. Suhi and Yizhan sense that Lin Yan's cauldron and Nan Gongyang's cauldron are going to make a pill much stronger than Duan Jun. But they cannot tell which pill it will be. Time passes quickly. 20 people have successfully refined a level 4 pill. None of them are better than Duan Jun's pill. As Duan Jun was about to celebrate, a sound draws everyone's attention. Nan Gongyang's pure yang cauldron is radiating energy. Nan Gongyang lifts the lid and takes out a pill, the Dragon Li pill. People exclaim. The crowd is shocked. Many believe Nan Gongyang has won first place now. Lin Yan is the only one who hasn't finished. Lin Yan is focused on refining his pill. The Flowingly pill is a 4-grade top-tier pill, and it's very taxing on him. He has refined all the ingredients. Only the last fusion remains. He needs to rest. His body needs to be at its peak. Or the fusion will fail. People mock Lin Yan for resting. They believe the competition is over. Lin Yan ignores them and rests for 10 minutes. Then he refocuses on the Divine Thunder Cauldron. The Nihility Black Flame burns inside. The ingredients are fusing. A powerful energy explodes in the cauldron. Everyone is shocked. They think it will explode. A strong herbal aroma comes from the cauldron. Lin Yan opens the lid. The Flowingly pill flies out. Su He and Yi Zhan are shocked. Lin Yan is refining a Flowingly pill. Nan Gongqing says, submit your pills for inspection. The alchemists submit their pills to Nan Gongqing. Lin Yan looks at Lu Xian. Her badge has been collected. He is relieved. He knows Lu Xian wants to join the pill tower. It's a wish of hers. Nan Gongqing says, the top, go to the pill tower. I will announce the top 10. He announces the names. When he says the third place, there is some surprise. Duanjun's Crimson Inscription pill cannot compare to Lin Yan's Flowingly pill or Nan Gongyang's Dragonly pill. Everyone's heart is beating fast. Nan Gongqing is looking at Lin Yan and Nan Gongyang. Second place goes to Nan Gongqing, pauses, and then says, Nan Gongyang. Everyone is shocked. Nan Gongyang is defeated. Nan Gongyang, the most outstanding talent in the pill tower, and famous in the Great Wind Dynasty, lost to Lin Yan. Nan Gongqing announces, first place is Lin Yan. The crowd erupts in cheers. Yi Li smiles. Nan Gongqing says the top 10 should go to the pill tower. Nan Gongqing looks at the VIP area. Yi Zhan, Su He, let's go to the pill tower. Su He laughs, haha. Nan Gong knows what I want. Yi Zhan looks at Yi Li. Yi Li jumps to the stage towards Lin Yan. Lin Yan greets her. Their eyes meet. Their faces blush. Yi Li, let me introduce you to Lu Xian. We came representing Qingyang City Alchemist Guild. Lu Xian greets her. Yi Li smiles. Xianer, don't be so polite. Let's go to the pill tower. Lu Xian is surprised. The princess called her Xianer. Lin Yan, Yi Li, and Lu Xian leave the plaza and walk deep inside the pill tower, reaching a tower. Lu Xian stops. I won't go in. I'll wait outside. She is smart and knows the gap between her and Lin Yan. Before Lin Yan can speak, Yi Li says, Lin Yan, you go? I'll wait with Xianer. Lu Xian shakes her head. She is fine by herself. Yi Li insists on staying outside. Lin Yan looks at them. I'll be back soon. Wait here. He enters the tower. Nan Gongqing, Yi Zhan, and Su He are waiting inside. Lin Yan bows. Greetings, seniors. Nan Gongqing says, you performed exceptionally. First place is well deserved. Nan Gongqing waves his hand. A golden box appears before Lin Yan. Lin Yan sees the ice spirit branch. This is the herb he needs. Lin Yan thanks Nan Gongqing again. Nan Gongqing waves his hand. You earned first place, the ice spirit branch is yours. Nan Gongqing asks, Lin Yan, do you want to join the pill tower? I can guarantee you a good position. Su He says, Nan Gong, you are trying to lure him. Nan Gongqing glares at him. You know nothing. If you don't speak, no one will think you're a mute. Lin Yan realizes that these powerful people are friendly. Yi Zhan says, I know Nan Gong. Joining the pill tower has many benefits. Consider it carefully. It doesn't mean you have to stay in the pill tower. You can join other groups too. Lin Yan is interested. Even Yi Zhan is recommending it. Joining the pill tower is a good idea. He doesn't need to overthink it. He nods, Pill Tower Master, he'll join the pill tower. Nan Gongqing laughs happily. I will appoint you as the manager of the herb vault. Lin Yan is surprised. Nan Gongqing explains, it means he is in charge of the herb vault. He can use any herbs to practice alchemy. Lin Yan is excited, that's great. Before Lin Yan can respond, Su He says, now that's done. It's my turn. He turns to Lin Yan, I heard you are good at formations. Show me what you can do. Lin Yan says, Su He, you are too kind, I only know a little. Su He says, don't be humble. Show me your best, don't be humble. Show me what you can do. Lin Yan nods. If you insist, then I will. Lin Yan releases his soul power, and quickly forms the Blood Sea formation. Su He is surprised, you can make a level 3 formation so fast. You're a genius. Sui says, join the Talisman Tower. I will let you go to the Talisman Tower anytime and learn anything. Lin Yan is excited. He says, thank you, Sui. I will join the Talisman Tower. Nan Gongcheng and Sui are extremely happy. Yizhan says, you both are giving him good offers. The royal family wants to invite you too. What do you think? Lin Yan says, I know you want me to participate in the war. Princess Yi Li already told me. I need to take care of my matters first. Yizhan says the royal family will try to assist. Lin Yan is serious, I want to destroy them. The room goes silent. Yizhan, Nan Gongcheng, and Sui are stunned. They understand that he is not joking. They can tell that Lin Yan is not joking. Yizhan is serious. This is no joking matter. Lin Yan says, I am not joking. They humiliated my family. I cannot join the war when a threat is not removed. Yizhan is shocked by Lin Yan's resolve. He knows that Lin Yan has the strength to do it, but from Yizhan's perspective, the Great Wind Dynasty is one entity. If something big happens, it can threaten the dynasty. If Lin Yan can destroy them, it means they are not strong. But if he forces Lin Yan, he will offend him. Yizhan says, strength is king. If Lin Yan wins, that will mean our dynasty is stronger. Yizhan waves his hand. 2 books appear in Lin Yan's hands. Yizhan says, here are 2 good martial arts techniques, don't be reckless. When you have absolute certainty, then take action. Yi Li's words surprised Nan Gongcheng and Sui. She was saying Lin Yan could defeat the 3 Yin blood sect forces. Lin Yan nodded solemnly. Thank you, princess. I'll remember that. Yizhan glanced at Nan Gongcheng and Sui. Tower Master Nan, Tower Master Su, I must return to the palace. He left. Lin Yan followed Nan Gongcheng to the herb platform, his eyes locking on Lu Xian. Lu Xian approached. Princess Yi Li returned to the palace with her father. She asked me to tell you. Lin Yan nodded, introducing Nan Gongcheng to Lu Xian. They went to the herb platform. Under Nan Gongcheng's guidance, they arrived quickly. Nan Gongcheng said, this is yours to manage now. Lin Yan was surprised. Nan Gongcheng gave him control of the platform. Sister Xian, you can ask me for herbs in the future, but she also had reports to do. Lu Xian left. Lin Yan took the 2 5th-grade books Yizhan gave him. He saw the Jinyao Shadowless Palm and the Heaven-Gazing Mirror were Earth-grade skills. Qian Qianxue said, he wants you for the Myriad Kingdom War. He wouldn't be stingy with these gifts. Lin Yan agreed. With so many 6th-grade herbs, I can level up my alchemy. Not so fast, Qian Qianxue said. Your soul force can't handle it. Focus on 4th grade first. Your alchemy is fine, but your array skills are lacking. Focus on the Zhang Tower, she added. Lin Yan went straight to the Zhang Tower. He left and arrived at the tower. Lu Xian's hurried voice reached him. Lin Yan. She called, urgent. Everyone's talking about your agreement with Wang Ning. The Yen blood sect said if you don't go, they'll kill your family. They said if you don't show up, they will kill your family and others. A powerful aura erupted from Lin Yan. Family was his weak point. It's been 3 years, Lin Yan said. It's time to go to the Yen blood sect. Lu Xian wanted to go with him, but Lin Yan refused. You stay at the Dan Tower. This is my fight. Lin Yan hugged Lu Xian, inhaling her scent. Wait for me. Lu Xian nodded. At Nan Gongcheng's residence, he was surprised Lin Yan was going. He wanted to call Yizhan and Sui, but Lin Yan declined. It's my problem, my solution. They wouldn't dare cause trouble in the city, Nan Gongcheng said. They're luring you. Be careful. Lin Yan nodded and left the Dan Tower for Huang City. He put on a black robe and hid his face. Speeding towards the Yen blood sect, he paused. Yi Li landed before him, smiling. Going to the Yen blood sect without a word. I was going alone, just told Tower Master Nan. Enough excuses, Yi Li said. You can stop my dad but not me. Lin Yan sighed. They vanished in the sky. 2 figures flew quickly, covering hundreds of miles in moments. Are you saving your family or killing the Yen blood sect? Yi Li asked. It depends, Lin Yan said. My goal is family. If they seek death, I won't hold back. Yi Li looked at his back. A beam of light shot from her finger back to Huang City. Qian Qianxue spoke in Lin Yan's mind. That girl did something. Lin Yan frowned. She sent her question back to Huang City. She's informing her father. He'll likely come to support you, Qian Qianxue said. He cares for the dynasty. It's a personal fight for you, but for him, it's about the dynasty's power balance. He's behaving like an ideal leader. Lin Yan sighed at that thought. He focused on their journey. In the Yen blood sect's palace, Jian Song, Wu Tong, and Qian Qianxue sat. They worried Yi Zhan would come. If any major player were to come, their plan would stop. Jian Song smiled. I have spies. Yi Zhan, Nan Gongcheng, and Sui are still in Huang City. Qian Qianxue smirked. Lin Yan's life will soon be mine. 3 days passed. The Yan blood sect was bustling. The central plaza was packed. 2 figures stood out. Lu Yuan and Wang Ning. Wang Ning, you'll see Lin Yan die today, Lu Yuan said. Everything is under control. Of course, senior brother, Wang Ning said. You're stronger than Lin Yan. Hell die. Her smile vanished. Lin Yan killed my family. I want to torture him to death. Elsewhere, a group from the Yuan Yang sect gathered. I heard Lin Yan's father injured you when he sought pills, a man said. Will he seek revenge? I defeated his father. Lin Yan's nothing. I'm not afraid, Chen Fantian said. He may not even survive against Lu Yuan. 2 figures appeared in the center of the plaza. Lin Yan and Yi Li arrived, causing another wave of commotion. Lin Yan ignored the noise, his eyes fixed on Lu Yuan and Wang Ning. His killing intent erupted. Wang Ning, 3 years ago, I said I'd kill you. Today, I will. Lu Yuan and Wang Ning flew up to meet him. Lin Yan. You killed my family, now we'll get revenge. Lin Yan saw his father tied up. He was relieved. Lin Pang looked at Lin Yan, shocked to see him. Wang Ning interrupted. Enjoy your last moments with your family. Lin Yan said, stop the talk, show me your progress in these 3 years. Lu Yuan replied, you'll be facing both me and Wang Ning. A powerful aura exploded from Lu Yuan, 8-star Great Martial Master. Is that all? Lin Yan said. Lin Yan unleashed his own aura. The crowd was shocked at Lin Yan's 6th-star Great Martial Master cultivation. Lu Yuan smirked. Is that all you've achieved? I'll crush you with a finger. Lu Yuan's finger crackled with lightning. Lightning shot towards Lin Yan. Lin Yan's expression did not change. He focused and gathered spiritual energy in his hands. A sun-like energy ball formed above him. He released the energy ball, colliding with the lightning. Explosions rippled out. Lu Yuan snorted. He balled his hand and charged. The fist and the energy ball collided. The force blocked the energy ball. The crowd erupted with discussion. Qian Qianxue frowned. I told you to warn Lu Yuan, Jin Song. Why is he careless? I warned him, Jin Song said. Lu Yuan is strong, even against 9th-star Great Martial Masters. Don't worry, Wu Tong said. We can capture his soul. Then we will have an excuse to take them down. Qian Qianxue agreed with that. Wang Ning looked worried. Senior brother, are you alright? Lu Yuan's face was dark. His killing intent exploded. He charged at Lin Yan, his hands glowing. Yi Li watched. Lu Yuan is no match for Lin Yan. Lin Yan breathed deeply. He circulated energy using the Jinya shadowless palm. Lin Yan moved like the wind using the martial art. The crowd was astonished by the display. Lin Yan's speed was incredible. Those below 6th-star Great Martial Master couldn't see him. He appeared behind Lu Yuan. He punched Lu Yuan's back with a muffled thud. Lu Yuan was sent flying. Lu Yuan spat blood, angrily turning around. He attacked with his claws, clashing with Lin Yan's fists. They were sent flying back. Lin Yan's eyes flashed. His soul force burst out. He moved his soul force using the savage-killing 9-angle array. Sand rose around Lin Yan, creating the array. Qian Qianxue was furious. That brat is too strong. Wan Lin was scared that if Lu Yuan lost he might be killed as well. Senior brother, ill help. Wang Ning said, her aura reaching 8-star Great Martial Master. Wang Ning attacked, shattering the array. Even together, you're not worth my effort, Lin Yan said. Chen Fantian. Come out. Lin Yan yelled. Lin Yan's call stunned the audience. Chen Fantian frowned. Lin Yan's call surprised him. He had to face him or the Yuan Yang sect would lose face. Chen Fantian flew to Lin Yan. Chen Fantian. You hurt my father and crippled him. Today, we settle the score. Lin Pang was shocked. Chen Fantian smiled coldly. Settle the score. You, Lin Yan roared. An energy ball formed above him. He sent the energy ball towards Lu Yuan and Wang Ning. They gathered their power. Lin Yan activated the shadowless palm and vanished, appearing before Chen Fantian. He punched. Both men were pushed back. Chen Fantian's expression changed. He used an earth-grade skill, the vast hand. Lin Yan used the savage-killing and raging fire arrays. Chen Fantian was stunned by the 2 4th-grade arrays. He knew he had to kill him now. He grabbed at the savage-killing array. The array began to break under the pressure. The hand kept going for Lin Yan. Lin Yan's fire array met the hand. A loud explosion echoed. The attacks dissipated. The crowd gasped. Lin Yan was powerful. Qian Fanxian's face was dark. He hadn't defeated Lin Yan. Let's see how long you can keep attacking. Lin Yan smiled. I can't use those attacks too much. But who said I only have those? Lin Yan summoned the void flame. The temperature rose sharply. The crowd erupted in cheers. Qian Fanxian sighed, forgetting Lin Yan had the void flame. Lin Yan's smile widened as he made 2 large fire nets. Qian Fanxian yelled, summoning many spirit birds. He sent them at the fire nets. Lu Yuan and Wang Ning created a large ice wall to block the flame net. The flame slammed against the ice, creating a huge shockwave. Lu Yuan and Wang Ning spat out blood, thrown backward. Zhangtian looked shocked. They are not his opponent. Are we going to just sit here? Jian Song said, let's act now, before it changes. We can't let him escape. They flew into the sky. The three's actions attracted attention. Everyone. Jian Sang said Lin Yan has a powerful soul body within him. That is why he has been able to improve. So, after discussing with sect leader Wu Tong and sect leader Zhangtian, we decided to join forces and capture the soul entity hidden within Lin Yan. Only then will Lin Yan's true power be revealed. As Jian Song's voice fell, the entire plaza echoed with a series of piercing sounds. Even Yili, with her beauty, was pondering what was happening with Lin Yan. Lin Yan looked at Jian Song and the others. I knew you 3 would make a move, but so what? Today, all 6 of you, Wang Lin and Qian Fanxian, must die. After saying this, Lin Yan thought, they'll leave those 3 to you. Then, a figure flashed out from the death gate, appearing behind Lin Yan. The moment this figure appeared, a gasp swept through the plaza. When the crowd clearly saw the figure, many men's eyes widened. Even though this figure was just a phantom soul, it did not diminish her elegance, aura, or beauty. Zhangtian suddenly spoke coldly, although I don't know why you're helping this little bastard Lin Yan. Since you chose to help him, don't blame us for being ruthless. Today, we will make sure your soul disperses. Qian Qianxue coldly glanced at Zhangtian. Her gaze sent shivers down Zhangtian's spine. Just you 3. Instantly, a powerful aura erupted from Zhangtian, Jian Song, and Wu Tong. The onlookers in the plaza, feeling the aura from Jian Song and the others, were filled with shock. They never expected Jian Song and the others to have reached the 2nd-star martial emperor realm. Seeing Jian Song and the others fly over, Qian Qianxue also released a powerful aura. Jian Song and the others' expressions turned grim. Qian Qianxue was only at the 2nd-star martial emperor realm before. How had she reached the 3rd-star martial emperor realm? Jian Song roared, forget that. Go all out. Don't hold anything back. Then, each of them released powerful martial arts techniques towards Qian Qianxue. Wu Tong grasped a long saber, slashing it down with a violent force, like he was about to split the sky. At the same time, Zhangtian's fists ignited in flames. Waves of heat washing over them as he attacked Qian Qianxue. Then, Jian Song roared, energy gathering in his palms as he struck forward. However, facing the attacks from Jian Song and the others, Qian Qianxue didn't even look at them. She simply raised a hand, a cyan energy ring forming on her palm. She flicked her fingers, and the cyan energy ring expanded, sweeping forward and destroying the attacks from Jian Song and the others. The energy ring continued to expand toward them. Jian Song and the others were sent flying. Lin Yan glanced at Qian Qianxue. It seemed these attacks were nothing to her. Lin Yan withdrew his gaze, focusing on Qian Fanxian, Lu Yuan, and Wang Ning. Their deaths were next. Hearing Lin Yan's words, Qian Fanxian and the others didn't hesitate, unleashing their remaining energy and flying backward. At the same time, Lin Yan shouted towards the elders, Zhao and Zhang. Stop them. With his shout, 2 figures flew up from below. Elders Zhang and Zhao appeared before Lin Yan, fixing their gazes on him. Lin Yan sneered, you dare to stop me? Zhang and Zhao's faces darkened. In the academy, they held high status. No one had ever dared to speak to them like that. Lin Yan ignored their expressions, drawing the death gate from his body. Black light from the gate enveloped them, causing their bodies to briefly freeze. Taking this opportunity, Lin Yan moved, summoning the void black flames. He separated them into 2 streams, sending them toward the fleeing Qian Fanxian and the others. But Qian Fanxian and the others were faster. You vile woman. The void black flames enveloped Lu Yuan, turning his body into ash with scorching heat. Meanwhile, Lin Yan stood before Wang Ning. Wang Ning was trembling, her eyes filled with terror. She fell to the ground, curling into a ball. As the void black flames were about to consume Wang Ning, Lin Yan spoke, his voice reaching everyone's ears. I told you, 3 years later, I would personally kill you. Now is the time. You and I have no relationship, but you always wanted to kill me and destroy the Lin family. Now I'm sending you to join your dogs. With those words, the void black flames devoured Wang Ning, her screams echoing before she too turned to ash. Seeing Lu Yuan and Wang Ning reduced to ash by the void black flames, the crowd turned their gazes towards Qian Fantian. Lin Yan slowly walked towards Qian Fantian, who was trembling, backing away. Lin Yan didn't say any more, summoning the void black flames again. In an instant, Qian Fantian was engulfed, crying out, "Lin Yan! You dare to kill me! You won't have a good ending." Lin Yan's eyes flashed slightly. "Perhaps, but you won't live to see my ending." Jin Song roared, "Lin Yan! Listen, everyone! Kill all of the Lin family now." Lu Yuan and Wang Ning's deaths had almost driven Jin Song insane. After all, they were the geniuses he had painstakingly nurtured. Just as the academy members were about to attack Lin Kuang and the others, Qian Qianxue waved her hand. A powerful force slammed into their bodies, instantly crushing them into a bloody mist. Lin Yan moved, quickly landing near Lin Kuang. "Dad, are you all right?" Lin Kuang and the others nodded. Seeing Lin Yan again, their hearts were filled with a myriad of emotions. As Lin Yan was about to speak, his eyes suddenly turned towards the horizon. 3 piercing sounds cut through the air. Everyone looked up, spotting 3 figures flying towards them. In an instant, they appeared above the plaza. When the crowd clearly saw the 3 figures, their faces were etched with shock. It was Yizhan, Sui, and Nangong Cheng. Lin Yan focused on Yizhan and the others, thinking, looks like Qian Qianxue was right. The message I sent must have reached Yi Huang. Yizhan scanned the crowd, then looked directly at Qian Qianxue, cupping his hands. "I hope you'll give me some face today." Qian Qianxue knew that Yizhan had arrived long ago. He waited for Lin Yan to arrive before showing himself to save face. "Yizhan, I don't need to give you face. As long as Lin Yan is okay." When Qian Qianxue spoke, a wave of shock rippled through the plaza. A 3rd-star martial emperor was taking orders from Lin Yan. How much power did Lin Yan really hold? Lin Yan was equally surprised. He was used to following orders, but now he was given so much face. Yizhan turned to Lin Yan, tentatively asking, "Lin Yan, what do you say?" Lin Yan smiled and nodded. "Since Yi Huang has spoken, I will give him face. Everything will be done as Yi Huang says." Hearing Lin Yan's answer, Yizhan breathed a sigh of relief. He was worried Lin Yan would disregard everything and kill Jinsong and the others today. Yizhan then looked at Jinsong and the others. "Jinsong, Shi Zhengtian, Wu Tong, this ends today. If you have objections, I won't be able to protect you." Jinsong and the others' faces kept changing. After a long silence, they finally nodded. Hearing Yizhan's words, Qian Qianxue and Lin Yan exchanged glances. She didn't say anything more, and then she returned to the death gate. After Qian Qianxue returned to the death gate, Lin Yan turned to Lin Kuang. "Dad, let's talk later. For now, let's leave." Lin Yan looked at Yizhan, but before he could speak, Yizhan said, "Lin Yan, I've already arranged a place for your family to stay. You don't need to return to Qingyang City. Let's all go to Huang City." As Yizhan's words spread, the crowd was visibly moved. The royal family had personally arranged a residence for the Lin family. Such an honor had never happened in the history of the Great Wen dynasty. Lin Yan and Lin Kuang looked at each other. Then they cupped their fists towards Yizhan. "Thank you, Yi Huang." Hearing Lin Yan's thanks, Yizhan smiled and shook his head, waving his hand. "Shall we go to Huang City now?" Yizhan turned, looking at Yilia. "Let's go, little girl." As Yizhan and the others left, the atmosphere in the plaza shifted. Everyone was busy clearing up the aftermath. Jian Song and the others returned to the academy, furious. "Damn Lin Yan! Damn the Lin family! They killed Lu Yuan and Wang Ning. I will make sure they die a horrible death." While Jian Song was raging, Wu Tong's expression wasn't any better. Qian Fantian was someone he had also painstakingly nurtured. As for Shi Zhengtian, while he didn't lose any of the younger generation this time, his son Shi Xiu and the 3rd elder Lin Yan had already been killed by Lin Yan. His hatred and desire for revenge had never lessened. Wu Tong frowned. "What can we do? Yizhan, Languang City, and Suhi are openly supporting Lin Yan." Shi Zhengtian gritted his teeth. Then, a crazy idea surfaced in his mind. If we want to take action against the Lin family, we need to consider those 3 forces as well. We need to unite the Songhai sect. Jian Song looked worried. What's the point of uniting the Songhai sect? Yizhan and that soul entity are both 3rd-star martial emperors. We can't handle them. We can't handle them, but that doesn't mean we can't find other help. Jian Song and Wu Tong were shocked. Other help? You mean, the Qiyu dynasty? Shi Zhengtian's face turned grim. That's right. Jian Song was stunned. This was easily going to destroy the Great Wind dynasty. Shi Zhengtian said, do you think we still have face or status in this great Wind dynasty after today? He angrily slammed the table. We must have our revenge. But can we defeat Lin Yan and those three forces without external help? Jian Song and Wu Tong fell silent, lost in thought. Shi Zhengtian continued, I've already thought about it. The Wunan dynasty is a good choice. They have ambition and power. I'll be responsible for contacting them. You two just need to be internal support. Jian Song and Wu Tong's eyes flashed with a vicious light. They nodded, vowing to seek revenge. While Shi Zhengtian and the others were plotting, on the other side, Lin Yan and Yi Zhan were returning to the capital. Lin Yan cupped his fist towards Yi Zhan. Yi Huang, I was busy yesterday and didn't have time to thank you. Today, I came specifically to express my gratitude. Yi Zhan laughed and shook his head. Actually, I should be the one apologizing. You were going to get rid of Shi Zhengtian, Wu Tong, and Jian Song, but my appearance stopped you. I hope you understand. Lin Yan nodded, smiling. I understand. After all, you're the ruler of the Great Wind dynasty. You need to maintain stability. If the Great Wind dynasty suddenly lost those three great forces, it would cause great impact, putting the dynasty in a very bad situation. Hearing Lin Yan's reasonable words, Yi Zhan was surprised. He didn't expect Lin Yan to consider everything. Good, good. Lin Yan, let's have a drink. I'll have someone prepare a banquet immediately. Then, Lin Yan looked at Princess Yili. Thank you for accompanying me to the academy. Yili's beautiful eyes flashed. You don't need to call me princess, just call me Yili. The atmosphere was different, making them both a little shy. Yi Zhan quickly prepared the banquet. There were only the three of them attending. He had not invited anyone else from the royal family. Lin Yan took a sip of wine, then spoke slowly, although I promised not to attack Shi Zhengtian and the others, I can't feel at ease going to the 10,000 dynasties war with them still around. Yi Zhan wasn't surprised. He took a sip of wine. I know your concerns. But rest assured, I'm only letting them go temporarily. Once I've dealt with those three forces, you can do what you want with them. Lin Yan smiled faintly, raising his glass. If Yi Huang can understand, then I thank you in advance. Just as Yi Zhan was about to speak, his eyebrows furrowed. Before he could say anything, Lin Yan's eyes also flickered. They both looked towards the depths of the palace. Yili saw their strange expressions and asked, Dad, what's wrong? Quick! Something has happened to your grandfather. Yili's voice pulled Yi Zhan back to reality. He shouted, unleashing his aura, and then quickly flew out of the palace, towards the depths of the royal family's residence. At this time, Qian Qianxue's voice echoed in Lin Yan's mind, it's the person who is at the 5th star martial emperor realm. He's having problems in his seclusion and may not be able to live. He couldn't break through, his life force is fading, no one can save him. This is the inevitable death many cultivators face. Yi Zhan's movements were so fast, that Yili had reacted only after Yi Zhan had left. She didn't even know that her grandfather was still alive, having always thought he was dead. Lin Yan looked at Yili and reminded her, Yili, let's go. Let's see what's going on. Yili nodded, and two figures flew out, heading towards the depths of the royal palace at high speed. In a short while, Lin Yan and Yili arrived at a mountain peak in the royal palace. Lin Yan's eyes were fixed on the mountain peak. At this close distance, he could feel a huge energy fluctuation emanating from within. If Qian Qianxue hadn't told him that the person on the mountain couldn't break through and his life force was fading, he would have thought such a strong energy fluctuation was caused by a breakthrough. Qian Qianxue seemed to know Lin Yan would feel strange, and before Lin Yan could ask, she spoke in his mind, it's just a phenomenon of a final burst of energy. Don't find it strange. If this person had succeeded in breaking through, he could have advanced to the 6th star martial emperor realm. With that kind of power, he would have been incredibly strong compared to the neighboring dynasties. But talent also plays a major role. Very few who are untalented become truly powerful. Yi Zhan waved his hand, and an invisible energy ring spread out, blocking the powerful energy that was spreading from the mountain. Yili looked at Yi Zhan, puzzled. Dad, why is my grandfather here? Yi Zhan took a deep breath. Your grandfather has been in seclusion since before you were born. I just never told you. Your grandfather was in seclusion while his life force was nearing its end. If he could have succeeded in breaking through, his life force would have increased, but it seems he failed. While they were talking, the energy from the mountain was getting stronger and stronger. The whole mountain was trembling, and the surrounding earth was shaking. It was clear how strong the energy was. Lin Yan and the others kept their gazes fixed on the mountain. They didn't pay attention to anything else. And then, in the next moment, under their gaze, a cracking sound came from the middle of the mountain. A huge fissure appeared, quickly spreading across the entire mountain. Rocks and soil flew everywhere. Yi Zhan waved his hand, blocking them from flying towards them. After the dust settled, a weak old man appeared before them. After the dust settled, a weak old man walked out. Even from the outside, it was easy to see that the old man's hair was getting whiter and his body was getting weaker. Yi Zhan cried out and rushed over. Yi Guqing turned his gaze to Yi Zhan, a satisfied smile on his face. Xiao Zhan, you didn't disappoint me after all. You've managed the Great Wind Dynasty well. At the same time, Yi Li rushed over, calling out to Yi Guqing. When Yi Guqing saw his granddaughter, he was filled with a myriad of emotions. Just as he was about to ask Yi Zhan about the recent major events in the Great Wind Dynasty, his eyes fell upon Lin Yan, a youth. Lin Yan, Sr. Before Yi Zhan could introduce him, Lin Yan introduced himself, bowing slightly to Yi Guqing. Yi Zhan thought for a moment and began telling Yi Guqing about Lin Yan. After a while, Yi Guqing nodded, his eyes fixed on Lin Yan. Now he understood everything. So, that's why Lin Yan came here. Talented, so talented. It is truly good for the Great Wind Dynasty to have a genius like this. Hearing Yi Guqing's words, Lin Yan couldn't help but cupped his hands towards Yi Guqing. Yi Guqing looked at Yi Zhan. The Science Academy, Guiyuan sect, and Yuanyang sect have been restless for a while now. Keeping them around is only a danger. Yi Zhan nodded. Father, I understand. Yi Guqing was clearly telling him not to interfere anymore, and was also expressing their family's support for the Lin family. Then, he said to Yi Zhan, Xiao Zhan, take them down. I want to speak with Lin Yan alone. Hearing this, Yi Zhan and Yi Li looked puzzled, but they didn't think too much about it, nodding at the same time. After Yi Zhan and Yi Li left, Yi Guqing asked directly, Lin Yan, I heard from Xiao Zhan that you have a soul entity inside you. Would you mind if I see it? Of course, Qian Qianxue could hear Yi Guqing's words very clearly. So, the moment Yi Guqing's voice fell, she appeared from the death gate. Qian Qianxue looked at Yi Guqing. What do you want to say? Yi Guqing looked at Qian Qianxue with sparkling eyes. After a long pause, he said in shock, you are not just at the third-star martial emperor realm. Qian Qianxue's tone was cold. She did not show any sympathy for Yi Guqing, who was about to die. I told you, I am only at the third-star martial emperor realm. Yi Guqing quickly apologized. He now understood that the third-star martial emperor realm that Yi Zhan had seen was just what Qian Qianxue had chosen to show. Senior, I wanted to see you because I know that your soul entity is at the third-star martial emperor realm. So you must have been incredibly powerful in your lifetime. I wanted to ask if there is any way to keep me alive. Qian Qianxue answered directly, there is no way to save you now. Before you failed to break through, I could have saved you, but now, no one can. Yi Guqing sighed softly. Ah, Senior, thank you. He fell silent for a while. Then, he suddenly looked at Lin Yan. Lin Yan, you must participate in the 10,000 Dynasties War. When I went there, I discovered a heavenly martial art was hidden. In that space, hearing Yi Guqing's words, Lin Yan was a little surprised. He didn't expect Yi Guqing to have participated in the 10,000 Dynasties War. I participated before. Although I wasn't chosen by any of the transcendent forces, I was lucky to come back alive. Then, Yi Guqing used his quickly fading energy to draw on the ground, speaking at the same time, the area of the 10,000 Dynasties War is huge, even bigger than the Great Wind Dynasty. I only explored a small part. Remember this map, and you will find the treasure. Lin Yan stared at the ground, memorizing the map Yi Guqing was drawing. He helped Yi Guqing up, and Yi Guqing's face showed a satisfied smile. Then, he flicked his finger, and a ray of light flew out, heading towards the direction Yi Zhan and Yi Li had left. After Yi Guqing's death, two sounds ripped through the air. Yi Zhan and Yi Li flew back. Yi Zhan, the ghost of Yi Guqing said. Although the Great Feng Dynasty is our Yi family's, preserve it if you can. If not, don't force it. Your lives are most important. Understand. Yi Zhan and Yi Li nodded sadly. Yi Guqing's voice faded, his life force dissipating rapidly. His last words were cut short, his aura vanishing completely. Lin Yan looked at Yi Zhan and Yi Li. Emperor Yi, Princess Yi, they'll take my leave. I'll visit again. He shouldn't linger, giving them time to grieve. Yi Li nodded silently. Lin Yan flew away, vanishing quickly. As Lin Yan left, a powerful energy surged in him. He was shocked. What's the surprise? Qian Qianxue said. It's just that person's god soul. Lin Yan frowned. He wasn't my enemy. Why absorb his god soul? A god soul is just something inside a cultivator. It returned to the world anyway. You didn't kill him. Why be so upset? Lin Yan thought about it. Qian Qianxue was right. God souls returned to the world. He went to Lin Pang and then returned to his room, closing the door. Sitting on the bed, he felt the chaotic energy. He had to refine it to prevent his body from exploding. 3 months passed quickly. Had been refining the God soul with Qian Qianxue's help. Stop suppressing it, she suddenly said. Lin Yan didn't speak. His powerful aura erupted. Qian Qianxue had shielded the room. The surge would have alerted everyone. He reached 9-star Great Martial Master. He felt powerful. Lin Yan couldn't hide his excitement. Thank you, Qian Qianxue, he said. I wouldn't have reached 9-star Great Martial Master so fast without you. Qian Qianxue gave him a slight smile. Find something to restore my soul force quickly. Lin Yan smiled. Of course. He'll find something in the Myriad Kingdom War. Qian Qianxue looked worried. Trouble is coming. Lin Yan frowned. The Yan blood sect, Yuan Yang sect, or Gue Yuan sect. Qian Qianxue confirmed. And they brought outsiders. Lin Yan was furious. They're not just after me, but the entire Great Feng dynasty. Now that you're at this level, they'll teach you how to use the Life and Death Coffin, Qian Qianxue said. Master it in 3 days, and everyone will be stunned. She touched Lin Yan's forehead, sending the heaven-level martial skill, Life and Death Judgment. Information flooded Lin Yan's mind. His head felt like exploding. The information was immense. It was good this state did not last long. Lin Yan was dazed. Qian Qianxue withdrew her finger. The rest is up to you. In the royal palace, Yizhan, Yili, Suhi, and Nan Gongqing sat worried. The Yan blood sect, Gue Yuan sect, and Qian had allied with the Amoya dynasty. They were targeting the Great Feng dynasty, led by a 4-star martial emperor. Yizhan lamented, I shouldn't have spared them. It was too late. Some people let personal grudges destroy everything. Father, don't worry, Yili said. Lin Yan is in closed-door cultivation for the Myriad Kingdom War. Hell be strong. We can place our hope in him. Yizhan sighed. We have no choice. Nan Gongqing and Suhi looked worried. They didn't trust Lin Yan. Lin Yan's soul force is more powerful than a 3-star martial emperor, Yizhan said. He is stronger than me. Nan Gongqing and Suhi were surprised. Maybe they could have hope. 3 days later, Lin Yan went to the palace. He greeted Yizhan, Suhi, and Nan Gongqing. Lin Yan, do you know what's happening? Yizhan asked. I know they're coming, Lin Yan replied. Yizhan explained that the Amoya sect master, a 4-star martial emperor, was leading the attack. Lin Yan looked at them. I will protect the Great Feng dynasty regardless of the foe. The palace went silent. Yizhan, having no other choice, trusted Lin Yan. He nodded. Good, I trust you. A voice boomed, Lin Yan, come out and die. Lin Yan smiled at Yizhan. Let's go. See what they can do. Yizhan nodded, ready to fight. Lin Yan and Yizhan flew out, facing Qian and his group. Qian pointed at Lin Yan. I let you escape last time. Now you'll die. I'll avenge my son. Lin Yan smiled. You're back, Qian. Did you find some help and got confident now? A man with gray robes asked, is he the one with the 3-star martial emperor soul? Yes, Sect Master Amoya, Qian replied. He's Lin Yan, and that's the soul. Yizhan interjected. Amoya, why are you meddling in the Great Feng dynasty's affairs? Amoya smiled. Just watching the show. Let's see what the Great Feng dynasty can do without Yi Gucheng. Yizhan glared at Qian, Jin Sun, and Wu Tong. You're traitors. You were born and raised in Great Feng. To side with outsiders is pathetic. You chose to side with Lin Yan. We are seeking justice. After defeating you we will divide the land. Yizhan was furious. You bastards. Amoya released his aura. Qian and others also released their powers. I'll handle Amoya and Qian, Lin Yan said. You deal with the rest. Qian Qianxue appeared beside Lin Yan. Yizhan trusted Lin Yan. He nodded. Qian Qianxue waved her hand, releasing a powerful aura. The crowd was stunned by the surge of power. 5-star martial emperor. That can't be right. He is only a 3-star. Qian Qianxue went straight for Amoya. Amoya didn't dare to be careless. He quickly formed hand seals, chanting. A dragon's shadow materialized. Qian Qianxue waved, sending out energy rings that crashed into the dragon's shadow. The clash shook Huang City. Some people fell. The dragon attacked ferociously, hitting the rings. The rings overwhelmed and bound the dragon. The rings tightened, shattering the dragon. The rings went for Amoya. Amoya was shocked. 5-star martial emperor is strong. He punched the rings. His punch stopped the rings with a loud sound. Amoya shouted, what are you waiting for? Help me now. Qian went back to fighting. They charged towards Yizhan's group. Shi Zhangtian focused on Lin Yan. You'll die today. I've heard that before, Lin Yan said. I'm still alive. His aura exploded. 9-star Great Martial Master. Shi Zhengtian's eyes widened. Since you have chosen to betray the Great Feng Dynasty, none of you shall live. You are just a boastful child. He attacked Lin Yan with a palm strike. Lin Yan used the shadowless palm, dodging and retreating. He unleashed a sun-like light, blocking the palm strike. Energy rippled outward. Shi Zhangtian was humiliated that Lin Yan blocked his attack. Soul-severing demonic axe. He yelled. The spiritual energy surged in his hands. A black axe appeared. Shi Zhangtian swung it towards Lin Yan. Yili watched, ready to help. Lin Yan looked at the axe. His soul force erupted. He activated the savage killing and raging fire arrays. Shi Zhangtian sneered. My earth-grade skill can't be stopped that easily. Lin Yan summoned the void flame, creating a wall of fire. Shi Zhangtian went red in the eyes. The axe broke through the two arrays, heading for the flame wall. The axe struck the firewall. Fire blazed, illuminating the sky. Flames engulfed the axe. Lin Yan's void flame was far stronger than before. The axe was burned to ashes. Shi Zhangtian was shocked. The void flame flew at Shi Zhangtian. Shi Zhangtian grabbed a sword, channeling spiritual energy. It was an earth-grade treasure. Shi Zhangtian swung, but the void flame covered the blade and surrounded him. Shi Zhangtian frowned. The void flame was difficult to deal with. He took a breath. He swung his sword, but the attack was weakened. The energy made people feel their souls tremble. Shi Zhengtian's attacks weakened the void flame. If you were a martial emperor I might be afraid, but you are just wasting such a treasure. He struck more fiercely, suppressing the void flame. Lin Yan activated the Life and Death Coffin. A loud sound echoed. Black light shot at Shi Zhangtian. Shi Zhangtian swung his sword, blocking the void flame. He sent many strikes to destroy the black light. The attacks all came to a stop. The black light became more powerful, exploding the sword's energy. The black light went for Shi Zhangtian. He was terrified. He channeled all his power into the sword. The sword's aura made the sky look blinding. The entire city was focused on him. Lin Yan recalled the void flame and the sword attacks went for him. Yili was worried, rushing to help. Qian Qianxue glanced at Lin Yan and looked away, knowing his plan. Lin Yan shouted life and death judgment. The life and death coffin rang through the city. Lin Yan sent the coffin into the sky. It expanded into a massive coffin hundreds of meters wide. The coffin opened, releasing a strong pull. The pull drew Shi Zhangtian and his sword into the coffin. Shi Zhangtian was shocked. This was a heavenly power. But the battle was not over yet. He tried to resist the coffin's pull. He was too weak to stop the power. He was pulled towards the coffin. The closer he got, the stronger the pull. He couldn't resist even with all his power. He flew into the coffin. The coffin closed with a loud thud. The crowd was shocked and curious what happened to Shi Zhangtian. Lin Yan ignored the crowd. His soul entered the life and death coffin. He saw Shi Zhangtian within the coffin. Shi Zhangtian stood in the darkness, quickly calming himself. He looked around. Lin Yan's soul appeared before him. Lin Yan stared at Shi Zhangtian, killing intent overflowing. I'm here to ensure you die knowing why. I was going to deal with the threats to the Lin family before leaving. But you seek death, so we'll be happy to oblige. Shi Zhangtian gritted his teeth. You think imprisoning me here will kill me? Never. Lin Yan smiled and said nothing. His soul returned to the outside world. Lin Yan waved at the coffin, shrinking it to its original size. He put the coffin away. A voice came from the coffin. The crowd saw the figure and felt its aura. They gasped. Shi Zhangtian, a powerful figure, was dead. They had to accept it. Lin Yan killed him. Emoya was shocked. Had hoped Shi Zhangtian would help him. He realized he was no match for Qian Qianxue. Yili looked at Lin Yan, relieved. Yizhen spoke, don't hesitate. Now's the time to strike. This was the best opportunity to finish them off. Emoya yelled, we have to stabilize the situation. He is weak from his fight with Shi Zhangtian. We need to kill them. Jian Song and others looked worried. It felt like a bad sign. They feared Emoya would flee. Emoya planned to escape but Qian Qianxue was relentless. Realizing this, he did not hesitate. He backed away, his voice echoing across the sky. Lin Yan, Yizhen. I came because Shi Zhangtian manipulated me. Now that he's dead, there's no need to fight. Well, both stop. I promise to leave the Great Feng Dynasty and never return. Lin Yan smirked, you're right, you will never return to the Great Feng Dynasty, because you will die here. Emoya's face darkened. Don't push me too hard. I'll fight back. Lin Yan was calm. You have no chance to fight back, he called for Qian Qianxue. Qian Qianxue's energy surged. Everyone was shocked by her overwhelming power. Emoya was stunned. He was no match for her 5-star power, let alone her 9-star power. Qian Qianxue simply said die, then she waved her hand. A powerful force grabbed Emoya. Emoya was horrified. He couldn't even scream. His body exploded into pieces. The crowd was horrified at Emoya's death. Yizhan said kill them all. The battle resumed. Jian Song and the others, weakened by the death of Emoya and Shi Zhengtian, quickly fell. The battle that shook the Great Feng dynasty was over. Lin Yan watched the battlefield. The atmosphere was heavy. He turned to Lin Yan. Don't worry. We'll deal with the Yan blood, Guiyuan, Yan Yang, and Songhai sects. Thank you, Emperor Yi, Lin Yan said. Yi Li asked about the Myriad Kingdom War. Lin Yan needed time to cultivate. He'll come find you after I finish, Lin Yan told her. Yi Li nodded, understanding Lin Yan was going to the Myriad Kingdom War. Lin Yan smiled at Qian Qianxue. Thank you. Qian Qianxue looked at Lin Yan and shook her head, no longer cold. She returned to the Life and Death Coffin. Lin Yan left for home. Yi Li and Yizhan were happy that Lin Yan would be joining the war. The Great Feng dynasty was reshaped into 4 forces. The royal family, the Dan Tower, the Zhang Tower, and the Lin family. Lin Yan returned home and started cultivating. A month passed. Lin Yan opened his eyes, feeling stronger. Qian Qianxue said, you can start cultivating the 2nd level of the Azure Dragon creation art, Dragon Bone, to break through to martial spirit. Lin Yan agreed. Only by reaching martial spirit could he hope to be successful in the Myriad Kingdom War. He got out of bed and someone knocked. I hear you have finished your training. Princess Yi Li came here to talk about the Myriad Kingdom War. Lin Yan smiled, leaving for the palace. In the palace, Yizhan told Lin Yan and Yi Li, you need to go to the Western Peace Dynasty first. Lin Yan frowned. Had never heard of it. It's far from us. It'll take 2 months to get there, Yizhan explained. Lin Yan nodded. Will it just be me and Yi Li? 2 more will come. Nan Gongyang from the Dan Tower, and Jun Yi from the Zhang Tower, Yizhan said. Lin Yan knew those names, especially Nan Gongyang. Had competed with him in the alchemist competition. We had 5 spots, but after the betrayal, we only have 4, Yizhan added. When should we depart? Lin Yan asked. He didn't dislike Nan Gongyang or Yun Yi. Tomorrow. Spend time with your family tonight, Yizhan said. Lin Yan told Lin Pang about the Myriad Kingdom War. Lin Pang was reluctant but knew he had to go. Lin Yan, I don't know when I'll see you again, so I should tell you about your mother. Lin Yan's breathing became heavy. He barely remembered his mother. He desperately wanted to see her. She didn't abandon you. She was taken, Lin Pang said, emotional. What happened? Lin Yan asked. I don't know her real identity. We met by chance, and had you and Shui'er soon after. One day, people came to take her. They were powerful. She went to protect us. Lin Yan's anger flared. Who were they? Not enemies. Her family. She told me to raise you and Shui'er. She would return if she could. He'll find them even if they are her family. They split us up, they will pay. Lin Pang gave him a jade pendant. She left this for me, to locate you. If she is close the jade will react. I have hope of finding her. Lin Yan said. I couldn't protect her then, but you are strong now. You'll become the strongest and bring her home, and our family will be together. Lin Yan nodded. I promise. I will bring mother and Shui'er home. He would do it even if Lin Pang did not ask. The night passed. Lin Yan went to the palace. Yizhan introduced Lin Yan to Nan Gongyang and Yun Yi. You represent the Great Feng dynasty in the Myriad Kingdom War, Yizhan said. Our honor depends on you. May you return victorious. They nodded. They saluted Yizhan and left. They flew north, vanishing quickly. Back in the palace, Yizhan said, make sure Nan Gongyang and Yun Yi follow Lin Yan's orders. Don't worry. They know to follow Lin Yan. He's not ordinary. He can even control a 9-star soul. The journey to the Western Peace Dynasty was long. They slowed down outside the Great Feng Dynasty. The outside world was dangerous, so they were careful. 2 months passed. They entered the Western Peace Dynasty, a medium-sized dynasty much larger than the Great Feng Dynasty. They learned they needed to pay a fee to use the teleportation array. 1 million coins each. They were all shocked, but the reward from the war must be worth it. They could afford it. The other 3 nodded. They joined the queue to pay the fee. The atmosphere was chaotic. The crowd was very excited. They finally reached the front. The registrar was a middle-aged man. Lin Yan couldn't sense his aura. Qian Qianxue said, he's a 9-star martial emperor. Lin Yan was impressed. The teleportation array will open in 10 days, the registrar said. Don't miss it. No refunds. Lin Yan nodded. They wouldn't miss it. They left the registration area and went to their inn. Let's stay inside for the next 10 days, Lin Yan said. Let's keep a low profile until the teleport. On their way to their rooms, some men leered at Yi. When they were unpacking, someone knocked. Yun Yi opened it. A young man stood there with others. The one at the front had a sharp mouth and narrow eyes, not a good look. What do you want? The man smiled unnaturally. Just wanted to meet you. We're all going to the Myriad Kingdom War. We might team up. These 7 are my brothers, he said, staring at Yi. We're from the Nguang dynasty. Lin Yan interrupted, we're not teaming up. Leave now. The man was stunned. What did you say? Lin Yan's gaze sharpened. I said, leave. Or you'll regret it. Lin Yan released his aura. The man was shocked. He released his aura. He was the strongest of his dynasty, with 9-star great martial master power. The man attacked, Lin Yan blocked. Their hands collided. The man was sent flying. He crashed to the ground. He was bleeding. He realized Lin Yan was much stronger, even if they both were 9-star great martial masters. Want to try again? Lin Yan asked, shaking his hand. The man was furious. You'll regret this. He fled. Yun Yi shut the door. Those people from Nguang dynasty are annoying. Nguang is a lower-grade dynasty, isn't it? Nan Gongyang asked. They should only have 5 spots. How do they have 8? Lower-grade dynasties have different ranks, Yi explained. Their strongest is a martial king, so they get 8. Ah, that makes sense. Lin Yan nodded. Let's all cultivate quietly for the next few days and be ready. Lin Yan went back to his room and asked Qian Qianxue, can I start training Dragon Bone now? Qian Qianxue appeared and nodded, yes. Use all your pills. Lin Yan nodded. Reaching Dragon Bone would push him to martial spirit. Time flew by. 10 days passed quickly. Lin Yan stopped cultivating on the 10th morning. Hundreds of pills for such little progress. It's slow. Spiritual energy in pills isn't great, Qian Qianxue said. You need pure spirit pills. Pure spirit pills. Lin Yan asked. They're like regular pills but with much stronger, purer energy, Qian Qianxue said. 1 pure pill is like 1,000 regular ones. Lin Yan was shocked. Maybe you can find them in the Myriad Kingdom War, Qian Qianxue said. Lin Yan smiled. His luck had been good so far. He believed he could get those pills in the Myriad Kingdom War.